Oh, let's get Riverland Football cracking, and Big Beaver Venning, he is pretty excited to be here, particularly given the fortunes of the Waikerie Club, and they're having some pretty good wins, including magnificent after the siren goal that gave them the points on the weekend. He's with us now. Ben Venning, how are you?
Good, Wayne. How are you, mate?
Good. Now, I know that you've got at BVMS Accounting, you've got an office in Berry and an office in Waikerie. Was there a bit of banter there this week about the goal after the siren that gave Waikerie a miraculous win, 8-9-57 to 8-5-53?
Oh, you know, I'm parochial about Waikerie, Wayne, playing for them, so I couldn't care what Barry said. No, look, it was a thrilling end to a good game of footy. You know, we were probably a bit undermanned on the day. We had quite a few out, and you know, we had, I think, 3 under-18s playing, and there was, you know, probably 30 seconds to go. We kicked it into our forward line. One of the Berry guys marked it. He tried to chew up as much time as possible. He kicked it back out to 50 metres. There was a spoil. One of our guys picked it up, kicked it back to the centre square, and probably the smallest guy on the field, Lockie Nitschke, playing his first game of A-grade for Waikerie as a 16-year-old, took a bit of a pack mark. Todd Charlton paid the mark. He went back. Siren went. And, we were down by a point at that stage. So, you know, had to kick a point to level it or a goal to win. And he went back and spotted it. And, I'm sure everyone who hasn't seen it could go and see it. It's on the Waikerie Magpies Footy Club Facebook page and Instagram. And, we all went crazy after.
Yes, as did Ricky Lambert here on our Flow News 24 team. He also has posted his video of it up on the Flow Sports Facebook page. He was supporting Berry at the time because he comes from out of Berry. And like everyone there, he took the video and said, post that straight away. What a performance by Waikerie and from young Nitschke there. Exton kicked a couple. Shaw, Grieger, Colbert, Exton, Burgermeister, Braun. And I thought Nitschke, you kicked the winning goal after siren. If that's the only thing you did all day, you should be in the best players. And what about Wesley, a couple for Berry, and Penaluna and Finlay and Teesdale were good players. Beaver, it's exciting when country football is close and really good to see. How about this, though? Big upset, Renmark, 13-17-95 over Loxton, 4-6-30. But was it really a big upset? Because you and I said last week, we thought that Renmark might win this game, and they did.
Yeah, look, I mean, it probably didn't surprise me, Wayne, a little bit. I know Loxton have probably got a few injuries at the moment. After playing Renmark the week before, I think Renmark, moved the ball a lot better. I think they're a lot fitter, quicker, and, it probably didn't surprise me. And then probably the margin did, I guess. I guess Loxton the week before did lose to Loxton North. Only beat Loxton North by 3 points. And, I mean, we played Loxton North and we've, unfortunately they're struggling this year. So, probably the margin surprised me, but the result probably didn't. I thought Renmark, would win this one. And, Matty Wolf is in great form for them. He's leading the Murray Pioneer Riders Award and, playing some great footy and was best again on the weekend. Charlton kicking 4 for him, gave him something up forward too. So, big win for them and, they're equal second with Loxton right now.
And the two Evans boys for Loxton were good, and Flight kicked a couple. He took Flight. The final match was Barmera Monash 13-6-84 to beat Loxton North 6-7-43. And the Roos keep in touch, don't they?
Yeah, look, the Roos, I believe, have got a few players back.
Yes.
I think Matty Min might be now back playing as well. Been playing at South Mildura and because of the lockdown hasn't been able to play there. So I think Minnie's back, and I think he might have brought a couple of other Mildura players with him as well, I believe. But Brodie Frid, who's the next Waikerie boy, he kicked 5 on the weekend for him. Smith was in their best as well. They're going along well when he's in the best players. Butterworth, also a great player for him. For Loxton North, Kane tried his best for him. Henschke kicked a few goals in their best as well. Hampel in the ruck did his best. Obviously, Loxton North, it's going to be a long year for them, I think. That means they're bottom of the ladder now without a win and, really struggling. So not good to see for Loxton North. They've always been a proud club and up the top of the ladder or, in the top 3-4, but, struggling at the moment.
Oh, yes, they are. I'll tell you what, the Waikerie boys might have struggled to get a team on the park against Berry. I reckon it may be that there's a bit of good news with Spenceley leaving South Mildura with Matty Min and heading back to the Waikerie Magpie faithful and join his brother who should be back from that broken leg pretty soon.
Yeah, no, you hit the nail on the head there. We're very lucky to get Matt back. Not working out for him in Mildura, and he approached the club and for us, he's no points. So, it's a no-brainer to welcome Matt back. And, he didn't play last weekend, but he should be back after the bye when we take on Loxton. And looking forward to seeing him in the black and white again.
And I tell you what, the blue and white's up there at South Mildura. His last game before their lockdown, he was the best player on the ground in a magnificent win by South Mildura. So he is in absolute cherry-ripe form, apart from the little niggling injury at the moment. Hey, that is a good performance for Waikerie to get him back to their club, that is for sure. Hey, talking about the good performances over in independent football, and what a round of football we had last week. We had Sedan Cambrai beat Wonka in a good performance. What a game. 9-10-64 to 8-11-59. And Beaver, these two sides, I think this could be the prelude to the grand final.
Oh, it could be, Wayne. I actually picked Wonka, I think. So I was a little bit disappointed they went down by 5 points, but a cracking game of footy, and good to see an independent footy. There is some two teams that can get out there and have a cracking game. And this was no different this game. And, Sedan Canberra, they'll be up and about, having a win on the weekend.
No, Will with Schultz with 2 and Hutchins with a couple. Walkley also joined them, and Gratz and Roessler, Kane and Greg are the better players. It was the other Schultz boy on the Wonka side, and a lot of Schultzes out in that Mallee area. He booted a couple. Hampel, a lot of Hampels out there too. That's L Hampel, D Hampel. There's more Hampels out there than I thought, and they were good players for Wonka on the day. Cobby, hey, how about this, Beaver? Cobby beat Paringa 121-71 by 50 points. Cobby have won a heap of games now in a row, and Cobby could be threatening. They wouldn't have beaten Paringa for years.
No, it's been a very long time, Wayne. And, they hadn't won a game in, 1,000 days, apparently, a few weeks ago, and now they've won 3 in a row. So Cobby up and about. Paringa just outside that top 4 now, which, we wouldn't have seen that for a very long time. So basically, as it stands now, Ramco top, Sedan, Wonka, 2nd and 3rd, and Cobby 4th. So it's good to see it shaken up this year in the independents. It's good to see Wonka and Ramco up there and Cobby. Sedan have obviously been around there the last few years, but it's going to be an interesting year in independence and a great win by Cobby on the weekend.
Ramco, 30 goals, 19. Brownies, 3 goals for the Bombers. That bombed out there, but they're trying. T-Brawn was okay for them. Victor and B. Hampel, another one of those Hampels. There was another B. Hampel also in their better players. And on the other side of it, Ramco had Weir, Elliott and Cookle. And Hefford booted 6 goals with Muir having 9 against his name after a big haul of 30 goals, 19. Somebody failed to rush an extra behind Beaver to hit the magic 200.
What happened there?
I reckon the goal umpire could have just called one to help him out. Hey, this is a weekend off for everyone in the Riverland and right across regional South Australia with the Queen's birthday long weekend. There is football being played. Riverland and Mallee joined together to take on Hills football, in Hills Country football that is, and that has been played at Karoonda this weekend, so more on that next week. But Beaver, a huge week for your club, getting that win after the siren. The video of that just fantastic for the 16-year-old Nitschke, and I know that your club are pretty happy to get Spenceley back, so looking forward to some very, very good games of footy over the next few weeks.
Looking forward to a weekend off, Wayne. We'll talk to you next week.